Well, welcome back into managerial accounting. The purpose of this little briefing is to get you well positioned for a successful experience on the take home part of exam number 3. There are 5 questions. Each question is worth 10 points. And remember that the multiple choice part in class that you're going to take on Thursday is worth 50 points. And you've got 5 short problems here, which are worth 10 points each. And these are drawn from the last 4 chapters we did, which were 9, 10, 11, and 12. And they go in chronological order. So question 33 here is you've got to determine the time variance, you've got to determine the rate variance, and you've got to get the total cost variance. So this is a labor variance, and you've got to figure out the variance for time, the variance for rate, and then you got to get the total cost variance. And you need to show your calculations. So for A, give me an answer, show your calculations. For B, give me your answer, show me your calculations. And C, give me an answer and show your calculations. That's the first one. Second one, you've got 3 divisions here, and I want you to determine the residual income. That should mean something, the residual income of each division. And then based on the residual income, which division is the most popular. So in A, I expect to see some type of calculations there where you show me what the residual income is. And then in B, based on your answers to A, then you got to indicate which of the divisions is the most profitable and why. Okay, so compute residual income in A for each division, and then B, which one is the most profitable based on the residual income, which you do in A. Number 3. This one has to do with transfer pricing. The right page here. So you're given information there, and you've got Division A. Products are currently purchased from an outside supplier at a cost of $30 a unit. However, the same material are available from Division B. Division B has unused capacity and can reduce the materials needed by A at a variable cost of $20 per unit. So if they agree on a transfer price of $25 per unit, how much would Best Bread's operating income increase? So that's if a transfer price of with no reductions in B's, how much would Best Bread's total operating income increase? So that's for A, you want the total operating income. And then in B, assuming a transfer price, what would be no reductions in B's current sales? How much would the operating income in Division A increase? And then in C, same information, what would be, how much would the operating income of B increase or decrease? Okay, so you got the company as a whole in A, you've got B, you've got to figure out what would be the effect on Division A, and C, what would be the effect on Division B. And then D, if negotiated price is used, what would be the range of acceptable transfer prices? So remember, with transfer prices, there's always an acceptable range based on the information given. What is the acceptable range? So that's all having to do with transfer pricing. Make sure you answer each question. Make sure you show your calculations for each question. And then 36, you're given information about product J, one of many products that is manufactured by the Oceanside Company. And they show that they have a net profit for product J of $2,750. The net profit resulted from blah, 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 blah. It is estimated that 30% of if product J is retained, the revenue costs and all sorts of information because of a large number of products manufactured, the total fixed costs are not expected. So here's the question. Should we continue producing product J, or should we consider discontinuing product J? So I want a differential analysis here to support your conclusion. So the first alternative is to continue with project J. The second alternative is to discontinue project J. And then based on your differential analysis, what would you conclude? Should they continue with J, which is alternative number 1, or should they discontinue J, which is alternative number 2? Okay, so show your differential analysis, show your calculations. And remember to have a decision which about whether to retain J or not, which is linked in your differential analysis. Right, and that's it. So you got those. I think that's it. Or there's one more question. So determine the minimum desired rate of return on this project is 12%. Present value factors we've given you. Determine the net present value of this project. Okay, so you're given these future cash flows. You're given the present value factors that you have to consider. Come up with the net present value. So you need to show your calculations here to come up with net present value. And net present value, remember, you have to consider both the present value and the cost of the proposal, and the cost of the proposal here is $400,000. So come up with the net present value and show all your work. Right? So that's it. Those are the 5 questions. And I hope you found that little briefing useful. And I want you not only to do well in the take-home part of the exam, don't underestimate the multiple choice part, which you're going to have in class on Thursday. And remember the multiple choice part, you got the diagnostic questions at the end of each chapter, which you can get access to in Brightspace. You've also got the practice multiple choice questions for each chapter, which you can get access in Brightspace. And in the textbook, you got practice multiple choice questions at the back of each chapter. So don't just focus on getting the take-home done, but get the take-home done, do well on it, but also study from the multiple choice part. So I'll see you all on class on Tuesday, and I'll see you again on Thursday. So adios, au revoir, hasta luego. I hope you found, auf Wiedersehen. I hope you found this little briefing useful. Be well, everybody. Bye-bye.